Hello, this is Jimmy with Element 3D Studios here in Crested Butte, Colorado. I wanted to put together a fairly quick video just talking about 3D mapping for real estate marketing and 3D mapping for architectural pre-visualization. Here we have a 2D overhead map. We're in drone deploy software. We're out just above the aperture area, and there's the house that's already built, kind of a standalone out here. And basically, so what we do here at Element 3D is we fly around a drone. We take hundreds of photographs, usually in a circular motion, and then down around the walls and everything. And we create a 3D map of the property, of the structure, of the just kind of the surrounding area and everything. And these are super helpful for identifying different elements. We can go into some of these areas and mark off distance, or we can grab an area or volume of some things. But so this is one of the more basic ones. This house is all standing all alone, so it's pretty easy to shoot and everything. I'm going to show another. Okay, and for the second example, we've got a real estate property here in Crested Butte, and it's way down here, just off the river here. We can see the East River goes along like this. So we're right off the river, and we've got a pretty good hill that comes down this way. And so this 3D mapping, or the 3D mapping tool for this property is really going to show off the power and show what extra information that this can give that you're not going to get from photographs, and it takes a lot of drone video, but you're just getting some new creative information. So here we go. Model. This house is out East River Real Estate, and you can see the highlight here. Now the handy thing about this one is when we zoom into here, whoops. Oh, I want to show a couple of these. So we can you can click on plant health here, and basically what this does is it uses an RGB camera to provide an NVDI picture. The red areas are where it's dry, and green areas are where it's very moist and the vegetation is very healthy. And then we also have a quick elevation map that we can look at to show the lower elevations in the blues and the highers in the red. And then let's go ahead and go into our 3D model here. Now, one of the most powerful things this would help with real estate is if you have some terrain like this. You're on a big hill, there's a river here, lots of trees. This software does an amazingly good job of figuring out where all these things are and creating this 3D map. Now, it's not a 3D model because it's all basically made out of point clouds, which we can see if we switch this, toggle this button here. So the software basically aligns all these images according to the GPS locations, and well, I'm sure they've got tons of algorithms that I don't understand. Anyway, so it's a point cloud model, and then we can go in and texture it and go through. Now, one of the cool things about this software is it's shareable. So I could send you a link to this and a password, and you can log in, or your client can log in, or a prospective purchaser for the property can log in, and they can literally just fly through like I'm doing, and I'm just using the 2 mouse buttons. They can get a really nice views of what this house looks like from the river here. It's pretty awesome. I've got a demo here I'm going to put together with this and some of the drone videos that we are flying through, just to do a little bit different marketing for these nicer real estate properties that have some creative terrain. And finally, here we have a lot here in CB South. Now, this is over there in the Main Street area next to the general store in between Tully's. And this one was, I don't know, around 300 or 400 photos. Oh, here it is right here, 483 photos. And you can lay this on. You can see where I took all these photos here, the drone pass and all that. That's too interesting for you guys, but anyway, so basically with this one we've got a section of land that is for sale or open here in CB South. So we went around and did our map, our 3D map, and our survey of the area, And this still needs cleaned up. It's got a lot of holes and patches in it, but or needs some patches. But again, so we measured this area here with our one of our tools, and it's basically 0.354 acres. These tools are very precise. It's amazing how much precision we can get out of these. But anyway, so the idea behind this is that I'm going to grab a model. Ben White's got a model of the dentist's office that he designed, and so I'm going to bring that model, 3D model, and set it into this space. And then when I'm going to bring all of this into a Lumion rendering engine, this entire model, and then we'll be able to just fly through here and see what the surrounding areas look like of our model. So we get a really good idea of our environment and the terrain and all the surrounding features. So that is my quick demo. I've got a couple of things I'm going to show, just some pieces how you can combine this model with some 3D drone. For clarification, I guess people might ask, how much are these? This is a pretty simple model. This one out here would probably run around $350. It just depends on some of the images, I guess. Again, like I need to go back in here and clean up this deck area a little bit with a couple images. So about $350. Was a lot larger. This is a bigger property. It's obviously got all the river, the trees, the terrain, and then some of the tricky things are underneath the deck and stuff like that. So this particular piece would probably range somewhere more like 500 or maybe even $650 or something like that. Then CV South area, this model is even a little bit larger. So now obviously this needs cleaned up. What I can do is take all these cars out of here, the trees, flatten this up, and then I'll bring it into Lumion rendering engine and bring in the new vegetation and cars and peoples and create some animations. So this is a larger end project. Just depends kind of what you want to get out of it. But I'd say this one's probably somewhere around $750 to $1,000. So anyway, again, it's Jimmy with Element 3D Studios here in Crested View, Colorado. I'd be happy to come look at a property or give you a bid, just even using Google Maps over the phone.